What you guys, got another fix it video here for you. In this one we're going to be looking at fixing the Windows update 0x800705b4. As you can see, the error when you try to update Windows 10, you will get that error message popping up on your screen. So let's take a look at some of the steps you can take to try and rectify this issue. So first off, what we're going to do here is we're going to go down to the search box here and we're going to type in here trouble or troubleshoot, and you can click on troubleshoot. This will open up another box where you'll be able to go to where it says Windows Update and run a troubleshoot. It will run through some tests and try to fix any sort of issues that you're having with the Windows Update. So run the troubleshooter and let it run, and it may take a bit of time, so be patient. And you can see here it's going to try to detect problems with the Windows Update. I've speeded this process up so not to bore you, but basically it'll go through a bunch of tests. Then it'll offer you to apply a fix, and you can apply that fix and another one come up here to try and repair the Windows Update because it found an issue. You can see there's some sort of potential Windows Update database error detailed, and it's not been fixed. So if yours is fixed at this stage, then you should be okay, but if you're still having issues, then keep watching the video and I'll show you some other things that you can try to rectify the Windows Update. The next thing to do is click on the Windows Update here and then go to Advanced Options. Once you go into Advanced Options, make sure you've got the tick in Give Me Updates for other Microsoft products when I update Windows. Put the tick in there and hopefully that error message will go away. If you're still having issues after you've done this, then you can then follow the video still right to the end, and I'll be doing some other methods that you can try. So moving on to the next method here, come down to the search down the bottom and type in here Services, and then click on the Services tab here. Once Services is open, navigate to the Background Intelligent Transfer Service, and what we're going to do is stop this process, and what we're going to do temporarily is disable that process as well. So you can see it's on automatic. I'm just going to disable it and I will enable it once I've done what I need to do. So let me just disable this as well so it doesn't start back up. And next one, go down to the Windows Update, which will be in there somewhere. There we go. Try and find that and then stop that service as well. And also I'm going to disable that service just like I did the other one. Okay, so now we've disabled those two services and stopped them. So what we can do is now go to this PC and then go to the C drive and then the Windows directory. Inside here you're going to look for the software distribution folder, and this is where all your downloads for your updates are going to be going to. Okay, now sometimes somewhere along the line it may have got corrupted and there may be some files in there that's causing an issue. So go into the software distribution folder and delete all the content inside there. Okay, so inside here this will be where all the Windows updates will put your files that it's downloading from the Microsoft server. Now the download folder and the cache folder is all where all the content will be for the event that's actually happened. Now if there is some sort of conflict there or an issue, you may want to make sure that all the content in the download area and is removed there. Okay, any sort of cache you want to clear. So that's really important because obviously that will then resolve the issue. So somewhere along the line when you're trying to pull updates down from Microsoft, there's an issue there, and clearing that out will automatically allow the download to start to work properly. So what we're going to do here is empty all that out and finish off and move on to the next step. So what I'm going to do next is just give the system a little reboot here just to make sure everything is okay. So I'm just going to reboot the system. And once we've rebooted the system, we can go back into the services here by typing services and restart those two services that we disabled. Now once you've done this, hopefully the issue has now been resolved. So put that back to automatic delayed start and start this service itself, and then apply an OK. Go down to the Windows Update and do the same thing there. So you can see it here. I'm just trying to find it. There we go. There it is down the bottom. So just click on this one here and put it back onto automatic delayed start, and then apply, and then start the service, and then OK. Now we've got those two started, you can now go back into the settings pane and try the Windows update, and hopefully that issue has now been resolved. So click on update and security and check for updates, and hopefully the error message would have been removed and cleared. And let's just see if it fires back up, and you should see it populate up here, and if it does then you're pretty much good to go. There we go. Now if your issue is still there and you're still having issues, then I'll show you some other stuff you can try. So come back down to the search and type system configuration, and you should see a little box pop up. Now go to the general tab and look for Selective Startup and put the radio button in there and remove the tick from load startup items. Next we can go to the services tab here, and what we want to do on the services is hide all Microsoft services, put the tick in there and disable all. Click on the disable all, and inside the startup area up the top you can apply that one, but up near the top you'll see a startup up the top. You can click on there and you open up the task manager and disable all of the startup items there. You can re-enable them afterwards. Just do this because obviously if it's a antivirus issue or something like that, then that can sometimes conflict with the Windows update. So just disable those temporarily, and then you can then try reboot the system and then try to do Windows updates, and hopefully that will rectify any sort of issue. So I'm going to apply this and OK this, so just click OK and restart the system. And once the system's restarted, we are in the clean boot process here, and we can now try the Windows update. So go back into settings, go down to update and security, click on this tab here, and then hopefully you will be able to download your updates. You can see it starting to download and initialize, and then it will start to install those. Now once you've finished doing that, you can go back into MS Config and reverse the process. So all we need to do here is just make sure that you reverse the process and enable all your startup items. Go into normal startup, go back into services here, make sure you've got all your services running, and inside the startup tab here make sure that you've got all your startup programs enabled again. So you just have to go through and enable all of these just like so, and you should be good to go from there. Hopefully that will resolve your issue. Now if you're still having issues after this, I'll show you some other stuff you can do. Just make sure you've got them services running there. You can see it's enabled all, and you will need to restart your system at that stage. Now the other option you've got here is go to Microsoft's website here and hit the update now. You can see just near the Windows creation tool, Windows 10 creation tool there, above there's an update now. You can try using this method by clicking on the update now, and this will allow you to download the Windows Update Assistant, and you can now click on this and this will open up a little program. Say yes to the user account control, and then we will see a little box pop up. Now once you've done this, it will check your system, make sure everything is working okay and everything's compatible, and you'll be able to then update your system. You can see it's put that onto the desktop, and now the Windows 10 Update Assistant will come on. So now click on the update now, and you can see here it's asking us to update. So we're going to just update now. Everything is okay, it's saying it's compatible, so we're going to go next, and the update process will start. So just let that run, and it will take a bit of time, so be patient. You can also use the Windows 10 creation tool by downloading the creation tool and then click on the installation button there, say yes to the user account control, and the media creation tool will open up. And we're not going to create any USB flash drives or anything like that. All we're going to do here is use this program to update Windows. So we just open up the program, accept their terms and conditions, and you can see here now, upgrade this PC now. You can click on this and click next, and it will start to upgrade the PC to the latest version. So that's another option that you can try to get around this issue. Okay, so get a few things ready, and it will then start to download all the updates and then start to update the system. Okay, let's move on to another thing that you can try here. Go to command prompt by typing CMD, right click on there and run this as administrator. Say yes to the user account control, and then this will open up the administrator command prompt, and type in there sfc /scan now, and this will try to fix any sort of issues with your Windows system files. Just let that run. It will take a bit of time, and hopefully this will fix any issues that you may be having with Windows. So we're just going to let that run. The next one you can try is this dism command. Now the thing with dism online clean up image and restore health command, what that's going to do is it's going to need access to the Windows update. So if you're still not working, then this is not going to do you much good. So you can try it and give it a go, but it will need access to the Windows update feature. So I'm just going to type this one out and run this command here. So that's restore health, and then we can push enter and let that work away. It will take a bit of time, so be patient. Okay, these things do take time. Now once you've run those two commands there and you've completed that, what you want to do is go back into your settings panel and then try to run Windows Update, and hopefully that has fixed your issue. So back in the settings panel here, click on the recovery option here and restart now for the advanced startup, and we're going to try a couple of more things. So you're running out of options here now, so restart the system. If you're still having issues, then there's something more sinister going on. Hit the troubleshoot area here, and you can try to go to advanced options here, and the options you've got available to you here is system restore. Now if you've got system restore points, you may be able to go back to a time when the system was functioning properly and use system restore. You also have go back to a previous version, so if you have done a previous version where you've updated and it's now not working, you can always use the go back to a previous version option if that's available to you. If not, you can go to reset this PC, keep my files, and start the reset this PC process. This will obviously reset Windows back. All your settings will be reset back, and it will fix a lot of those issues for you. This is the last ditched hope, and if this doesn't work, you will need to do a fresh install. Now hopefully if you followed all these steps from the beginning to the end of this video, you should now be up and running, and it should be updated, or the issue should be fixed. So you can see it's still going to go through the reset this PC process. This will take a bit of time, so bear that in mind. Okay, you may want to back up all your data just in case something does go wrong with the reset process. You can see here, remove all apps and programs that didn't come with this PC, and change settings back to the defaults, and also reinstall Windows without removing your personal files. That is what's going to happen when you click the reset now button, so bear that in mind. Okay, and this always does come at a risk. Anyway, hope this one helps you out. My name is Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Thanks again for watching, guys. Now if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the big red subscribe button on my YouTube channel and hit the bell notification button next to that to be notified when we upload new videos.